Hey guys, it's Samuel's Geek, and today I'm going to be doing Samuel Rambles. Zulu. I'm going to talk about many controversial things today, unfortunately, so I know there's going to be a lot of hate. However, let's start off by mentioning a thing that's going to affect us all. YouTube is going to make the beta channels standard in only a couple of days. On the 28th, that's when it's going to happen. They said it's really going to happen this time. We'll see. So on the 28th, all the channels are going to be turned into beta, which is why I turned mine into beta, in case people were wondering, because a lot of people were like, oh, did you get hacked, blah, blah, blah. Nah, I just turned it into beta, because what's the point of having it regular for just a few more days? It doesn't make any sense. So I turned it to beta, and it's just going to be white. I don't care. I don't give a shit about the way my channel looks anymore. It doesn't matter. But let's start off with my good friends at Sony. Looks like they finally removed the blacklisting or whatever the hell they had on me, where they didn't want anyone from Sony to contact me. Because this week I did get a press release for some game. Let me look at this here. And I guess that's nice. Thanks, Sony. Because they sent me a press release for Switchball. Don't know what the hell Switchball is. I might check it out now because they sent me it. I don't know. Apparently there's 30 single-player levels and 5 worlds, 12 PSN trophies. I don't know. Looks interesting. Might check it out. I don't know. But the PSN did get one good game this week. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time Reshelled. I have this on the 360. I thoroughly enjoy it. I like it. I don't know why all the hate. I think it's a pretty good game. I don't think it's $10 good, but if you have $10, go ahead and pick it up. I don't think it's worth $10, but it's still a very good game. It's not broken. I like the graphics. I don't know why people hate, but I don't know. People really dislike that game for some reason. I mean, what did you expect? It was a remake of the Super Nintendo version with better graphics. That's why the levels are shorter. You guys played the arcade version. It's like, I don't even have time to explain that bullshit. But, speaking of Sony again, the PSPgo, they've officially announced the prices for Europe. Sony, why would you fucking damage a relationship with your strongest fan base? Alright, they did something stupid again. The PSP Go in Europe is 240 quid. With that same price, right now, I can buy an Xbox 360 Elite, which is 199 quid, and Arkham Asylum, which is on sale right now at Game for fucking 40 quid. I can buy Arkham Asylum and an Elite Xbox 360 for the same price as a Go. If I paid 10 more quid, I could get a PS3 Slim. So, what's the benefit of the Go? Nothing. It's not worth it. It's fucking trash. I mean, come on. That's garbage. I can't believe they would charge that. I don't know what the hell's up with Sony. They need to get the Go thing straightened out. A lot of retailers in Europe are also boycotting the Go by not selling it because they can't sell games for it. That's the thing. The Go is a fucking downgrade from the regular PS3. I mean PSP. I can get a 16 gigabyte card, a PSP 3000, and I'll have more features. I'll have a UMD drive. I'll have a bigger screen. PSP Go's, it's not worth it. It's just a pile of trash. When it comes out on October 1st and you really want to buy a PSP, just get the 3000. It's going to benefit you longer. It can do everything. Everything the Go can do, the PSP 3000 can do. There's no point in buying a Go. In fact, the PSP 3000 has more. It has a mic and it has a UMD drive so you can play the older PSP games. So, the Go, I used to defend it, but it's trash. It's fucking garbage. There's no point in buying it anymore. So, that being said, PSN still giving me problems. was going to download a movie to watch tonight, but kept disconnecting. I don't know why. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with it. It seems like every time I put it on a wireless connection, it doesn't work. So, that being said, yeah. I'm finally going to get my first Sega console, though. The Dreamcast. My friend traded... I'm trading him my copy of Soul Calibur 3 for a Dreamcast. Now, I want to talk about the Dreamcast. I think the Dreamcast is very overrated for one reason. For many reasons, actually. Let me tell you guys something. I still see people saying it's the best console ever made and it died before its time. Bullshit. It's a good thing that the Dreamcast died, or it would have turned into a piece of shit. Oh crap. The fanboys are just shitting themselves. Let me explain my reasoning. What's one reason why the GameCube didn't get a lot of exclusives, or, well, not exclusives, but third-party games, just in general? It had less buttons than this. Now, let's look at the PlayStation controller. What does the PlayStation controller have that the GameCube doesn't? It has one extra analog stick, and, not one extra analog stick, one extra bumper, and the buttons can be pushed down. Yeah, that's why a lot of GameCube games didn't come, a lot of games didn't come out on the GameCube. Now, what does the Dreamcast not have on their controller that this does? Two bumpers, one analog stick, and the analog stick, one less analog stick, and the one analog stick that it does have can't be used as a button. That's a lot of disadvantages. That means, like, no third-party games would come out for the thing. And not only that, but if I'm correct, let me look this up right now, the Dreamcast uses CDs. It doesn't even use DVDs. Therefore, making it even worse than the GameCube and not having enough space. Let's look at this. It uses CDs, 1.2 gigabyte CD-ROMs. So, there would not be any games at all that could be ran on the Dreamcast. That's just ridiculous. Like, the GameCube had hard enough time running games because it only had 3.5 gigabyte DVDs. If this only has 1.2 gigabyte CDs, it's going to be at even more disadvantage. Almost no games would be released for the fucking thing, so it's a good thing that it died. Because there would be nothing for it. It would be known as the crap console, because there would be nothing. Dream crap, because nothing would be there for them to use. You can say that it died before its time, but if it lived, it would have suffered so many technology disadvantages. There's nothing that could have been ported to that console, because it just didn't have enough room. That's what I believe in. Its best-selling game was only like 2.5 million. It's just like the Dreamcast died when it was supposed to, because if it would have lived, it would have sucked. And the reason people highly regard it is because it died when it had almost nothing but good games. There was only a couple of shitty games on the Dreamcast. Let's be honest here. So, with only a couple of shitty games on the Dreamcast, it looks like a really good console because it died and it had an excellent library. However, if it would have lived on, it would have had nothing but shit. It would have gotten terrible games like Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg. It just wouldn't have been a good time. So for all of you who think that the Dreamcast didn't die at an appropriate time, you're on crack. It died when it needed to. Then, the Sega team went to Microsoft and made the Dreamcast, which was more powerful than the GameCube and the PS2, and had the same buttons as the PlayStation controller. So that was better, in my opinion. I don't like the Xbox One at all. I think it's a piece of shit. But I think that the Dreamcast, it died when it needed to. It couldn't have lived on. So, I want your thoughts on that. I know it's a very controversial statement, but I think I have good enough facts to back it up. Also, what else is new? I can't find Miramasa. I looked everywhere. I don't know what the hell is up with my retailers, that they just can't get it in, or if it's selling that well. I doubt it, but I just can't find it. Unfortunately, I have reached 10 minutes and the phone's ringing, so Samuel out.